I'm here to speak to you about something serious. It's serious when one is dealing with a health issue and they've gone through the so-called ordinary means of diagnosis and prognosis and perhaps even treatment, and yet nothing has changed. And what you're left with is that this is probably going to destroy your body and end your life soon. With that type of news, many just resign themselves that that's the truth. The man in the white coat with the multiple degrees up on their wall has told you, I've dealt with this 1,000 times, and no one does well. You need to prepare yourself for the inevitable. But just the other day, I had the privilege to spend some time with a human being who was given such information and who had heard my story and decided if he can do it, I can do it too. He was a lot sicker than I am right now. Why not give this a shot? What is my option? To just sit here and watch this so-called disease destroy my body and mind and shorten my life? The problem is that often, once the protocol and the length of the recovery is revealed to them, many of them run. The idea that they may be 50 years old and diagnosed with this terrible disease, the idea that it may have taken them 25, 30 years to manifest this disease. For we don't, I promise you, we don't catch these diseases. We manifest them through our thoughts, words, actions. And if it took that long to manifest the disease, the idea that you're just a surgery or some radiation or some pharmaceutical away from healing, and that at the most it may take 6 months to get well, is the thing that they'd like to grasp onto. But the message that I offer is that if it took 20 years to get to where you're at, it might take you 5 to get back to your place of wellness. But what is your option? Death and disability in 5 years? Or return to a better self in 5 years? I can honestly say I'm 24 years from diagnosis. I'm not dead. I'm very well. I gained 20 years of feeling better than I did prior to diagnosis. And today, I'll be 75 next month, and I'm feeling better than I did when I was 30. I have the same capability physical than I did when I was 30. And I must say I'm a lot wiser than I was when I was 30. I'm not tossed to and fro by every wind of doctrine and fad. I don't allow my body to dictate to me what it needs or what it wants. For the body is a lustful thing and it wants a lot, but much of what it desires is harmful. You would think that this sweet body would tell us the good things that we need. But that takes listening. But it also takes breaking all the habits that we've created during our life. I'm saying all this to say, it's up to you what will happen. Don't let someone else proclaim your future. If you're brave enough, you can proclaim your own future. I'm not talking about some woo-woo, black magic type nonsense. I'm not going to lay hands on you and hope that you fall down speaking in tongues. But what I am going to do is point to you. This caused this. First thing we'll do is remove the cause. Then we'll go after the results of the cause. And once we take that away, you'll be whole again. I wish you the very best. I sincerely love you all. And why? Because I've suffered. I was told no hope. And I know what it is to be a human being who suffers with no hope. And I love you because I have compassion for you. I can feel what you're feeling. I know what you're doing, and I know why you're doing it. If you're willing, I'll take your hand and I'll lead you home. I wish you well, my brothers and sisters. I wish you well.